Morning everybody, welcome to another video. This morning I've taken a short drive early, it's about 8:30 in the morning, and it's the end of August. The weather's starting to turn, dodging rain showers, hence getting out early before we get some more heavy thundery showers forecast later, but also maybe a bit of better light. Ideally I should be out at sunrise, but there's no way with my function at the moment I'm going to be able to do that. So what I'm looking for today is just to see how the heather is doing on the heathland nearby. So I've just parked at Stockgrove car park behind me, part of the Green Sand Trust, and taken a short walk up to Rammamere Heath. And as the name suggests, it's a heath where the heather looks pretty spectacular, and later will smell pretty spectacular. So I'm taking a walk up there now. Just going to spend an hour or two just chilling out. The weather's still warm-ish, a bit of a cool breeze, but it's still nice. And make the most of getting out in nature for a little while. It's been quite wet the last few days, so it's dodging showers, getting other bits and pieces done that need to be done as part of life. Anyway, here we go. Let's go up to the heath and see what we can find. We've had extremely low pressure, like 995 yesterday, and it's still about that now, with the edge of a ex-hurricane coming across the Atlantic now hitting us, hence the rain we're getting for the first time in months. Now that extreme low pressure, it crucifies you literally when you've got fibro. I know you might be thinking, well, why are you out walking if it's that bad? But for me, not for everybody with fibro, but for me, movement, the exercise, etc., distraction, being out in nature. I mean, look at this. You know, why would you not if this is on your doorstep? Yeah, it's like every cell in your body is being squeezed. It's like your brain's just been whisked and scrambled, removed sometimes. So I'll do my best today to function and do a little video, see what we can capture. But this time of year it means it's back to landscape photography. Autumn is starting to come, the ferns are starting to turn, the leaves are starting to turn a bit, and it's that time of year getting out and about a little bit more, doing landscape. It's been a lot of street photography in my feed recently. Heather, look at that, lovely purple. Unfortunately it's not in a spot that would create a nice composition, but that gives you an idea. We'll hopefully see that en masse. So yeah, fibro is a challenge. Now when they say with fibro, get out, do exercise, walking, etc., they do add a caveat of try and make weight bearing exercise. When I tell them that I'm a landscape photographer, it's no longer an issue for them to push. Probably, I think, for some pictures some friends posted the other day, maybe some cattle up here as well. Let's go and see what we can find. Here's a fibro challenge. Let's I think I'll start at the top and then I might come down to this part later, but actually this path here with these two trees either side could be quite a nice shot. I guess I could get the camera out, set it up and shoot as I go. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, so I'll just show you, I've got my trusty Canon 40D and I've put my polarizer on the front. I've got my 18 to 55mm lens. I'm going to shoot around f8, f11 to get the whole landscape in. So another thing that I'm going to do is get used to using my histogram a bit more to sort of gauge how the image is doing. So what you can see here is that I'm exposing so that the shadows and the highlights for this particular shot are within the limits, so I'm not blowing anything out. And this, I don't know how this will work, but as an overall shot, but it's not looking too bad actually on the screen. It's looking quite well balanced. But I might do an exposure where I've got more of the sky detail in afterwards, just in case I need it to blend. And that's where the tripod's going to come in handy, keeping the camera in the same place. Actually, there is there is a bit of a fragrance to the heather already. A couple of weeks' time, when it's fully out, that'll be amazing. It'll just hit you and you walk into the meadow. This is looking pretty nice. Let me just that down, brighten you up. Yeah, you can see that the too bright. The ferns starting to turn to its lovely golden colour. It is a great location. The light's a bit harsh for some images, but actually using the phone helps scout for possible compositions. That's quite a nice one with those birches there through the heather, so I think that might be my next shot. Let's give it a go. So this is the next composition. Excuse me. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. The polarizer is bringing out the sky quite nicely. Might need to do a double exposure just to get a bit more light on the heather, but I quite like the shadow and the purple there, which I could probably play with in post. So let's give it a go. Tell you what, these ferns and the yellows against the purple, to the eye here, I'm not sure how it's coming across on the video. They do look pretty nice, pretty complimentary. Where we've come through. Will be staring at me wondering what I'm doing. And here we are on Rammamere Heath. There are some nice trees up here that I've included in shots before, which I'll try and remember to include some examples. Sunrise when I was functioning a little bit better. I might be able to, this one in particular over here, might be able to include that in a shot. We've got the sun up here, so I have to pick an angle that shows it best without blowing out the sky. So I've just taken a few steps along the path and seen this composition. Not sure how it's going to turn out, just practicing, seeing what I can create. But we've got separation of these two trees here from the angle that I'm setting up. So we've got a gap there, we've got the heather along the bottom, and then we've got the sunlight lighting up these grasses here, this golden colour. So I'm going to see what I can create with that, and if it's any good I'll show you it on the screen now. Okay, so not walking far at all, still on top of the heath, but I think I'm going to have to create a shot out of this, with these trees and the path leading off into the distance. Be a bit higher up than the other shots I've taken, but yeah, this is looking quite nice. We've got the golds of the ferns turning the greens, and then the purple of the ferns of the brain fog heather. So let's see what we can create. So here's a composition I've got on the camera at the moment. I think it's going to work better as a vertical than a landscape. Got the path leading off to the right. Got some gold and green in the ferns, and then the tree in the background. Polarizer's bringing out the sky lovely. Sun's behind me, and I think I'll do a brighter exposure as well. Maybe by one stop, just so that I might be able to bring out some more detail and see if I need that. I expect to have too much and too little. Might not need it, but you never know. So another couple of steps along the path. I think there's something here, possibly. If I can just get my brain to start functioning. It's amazing being out on these shoots. It's lovely, I really enjoy it, but it doesn't take long for my spine and brain to really feel the fatigue. But this is a spot where there might be actually quite a few shots. This is why I pause the video and just get on with photographing. It's a bit of a blend of the two, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what I'm doing, explains a little bit of how I'm going about it. But I think there's a few shots here. Whatever I get, I'll share it with you on the screen now. I'm just going to make my way. This is a path I've never taken before actually. Down to the bottom of the meadow. Blimey, there's no velociraptors in here. Really starting to fatigue in my spine and my brain. Trouble is I love being outdoors and it's too easy for me to overdo it. It's quite a nice scene in there, but not for today. further down, back to where the heather is, see what we can possibly create, maybe not. You never know unless you explore. If you want intimate landscapes, which I quite often do, and I do have my telephoto in the bag, but my function today I'm sticking with just my 18 to 55, so chopping and changing. Just make the most of doing that and focus on the heathers. There'll be plenty of time this autumn and winter to come out and do some intimate landscapes. As you can see, the colours are starting to look really nice. So this is looking a little bit promising, and actually we're getting some cloud going across the sun every now and then, which might help balance my my images. We've still got some blue up there somewhere, yeah. But it's looking to frame the shapes of the trees with the heather in the foreground a little bit. Have it leading up to the tree, looking through it. Anyway, let's go and see what I can find from this angle. So I've been out shooting for about an hour now, just over an hour, including the walk up here from the car. Battery's starting to go on this phone that I'm filming you on. So before it does, I think, yeah, I'm going to have to call it a day. I think the whole fibro nerve thing is saying enough. But I've got hopefully some nice shots. It's very hard to see the screen, with my fibro and the way it affects my vision. Bending down, my neck, etc. I can't focus on the screen, but also with the bright light. So I won't know really until I get home, but you'll have seen those on the screen by now. The ones that worked anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, as ever, please like, please subscribe, please spread the word if you like the video. Whether you're a photographer or you've got fibro, it's both. I try and get the balance right. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.